Please rise. Hear ye, court is now in session. The Honorable Judge Jackson is now presiding.
You may be seated. Prosecution lawyers, please read your opening statement.
My name is Amber White. I'm here because the Bear family has been treated wrong. Goldilocks is guilty for 3 reasons. First off, I would like to say that she should be charged with breaking and entering. The reason I think this is because she entered property without permission from the Bear family. She should also be charged with burglary because she broke into the Bears' home when they were away. She should also be charged with damage to property. This is because she destroyed a $350 chair. The Bears' betting was also a lot of money as well. Altogether, the betting would be $311. I mean, all that stuff has to be replaced for sanitary reasons. So that is $661. I think not only should she should be charged with damage to property, but she should also help pay for the replacements. I hope you will consider what I have said and act on it. I will close with the fact that the Bear family has been treated wrong.
Defense lawyers, please read your opening statement.
Hello, my name is Jar Jar Binks, and I am Goldilocks O'Hare's lawyer. I have 2 witnesses and 1 client. Both witnesses claim that they knocked over the porch. They also state that they broke the chair and cleaned it up. Biggie Wolf, who is one of my witnesses, claims that he was chasing Aurora, who was also a witness, trying to be friends, but Aurora thought differently. So she ran into the house. She thought it was hers to hide. Then Biggie followed her in, which he scared her, causing her to knock over the chair and broke it. So Biggie ran knocking over the porch because he was scared too. He claims to clean it up, so Biggie Wolf chased her up the stairs. While they were upstairs, Goldilocks came in. She thought it was Aurora's house. So she went up to see Aurora, and the window was broken. Then she fainted, landing right on the bed.
The prosecution now calls the first witness to the stand.
The prosecution now calls Panda Bear to the stand. Do you swear to tell the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth? Yes. You may be seated.
Witness, please read your opening statement.
Hey, it is Panda Bear. I was climbing in the trees and saw Goldilocks kick the door open, and she has a footprint on the door. Goldilocks had a sledgehammer with her. I saw her go and break the chair to pieces. Then she ate the porridge in one of the bowls. Then she saw me and hid. I hid, but she got Papa Bear's gun and took it. After that, she went back inside and got a garbage bag and started to put a lot of the grizzly's things in it. After all of that, she went and jumped on all the beds and actually went to sleep into one. I tried to find Papa Bear, but I couldn't, so I called the cops. When Goldilocks woke up and used the sledgehammer to bust open the back door, then I found Papa Bear. Goldilocks is guilty of the following: breaking and entering, theft, burglary, and damage to property.
Prosecution, you may begin questioning your witness.
Why were you in that tree when Goldilocks broke in?
I was out looking for honey. Then I saw a honeycomb in the tree beside the bear's house. Then I was going to get it. Then she broke in. Then I climbed to the top of the tree to get a good signal to call the cops.
Have you encountered Goldilocks before?
Actually, yes. She came to my house and took my year's supply of bamboo. That is why I was out looking for breakfast. I know she took it because I got her on tape. That is another reason I am here.
Did you have a court case on this?
No, because the cops wouldn't believe me. They wouldn't watch the tape. I told them, but they wouldn't listen. That's why Goldilocks should be guilty.
How much did she damage the garden?
She messed it all up. She picked up carrots, beans, and other plants and threw them away. She wrote her name in the mug saying Goldilocks was here. When she went inside, she got a gallon of water and poured on each plant.
So, do you know how much the plants were?
Yes, I do. The flowers were $60.99 each. I went to the flower store and saw them for $60.99. The fruits, and vegetables were $55.87 each. I was upset because it was so much money.
How many plants were there?
There were 55 flowers. Mama Bear had 40 carrots. She had 30 peas, and I know 35 cucumbers. She had 25 squash and 70 other fruits and vegetables. So total 200 plants in all.
Defense, you may question the prosecution witness.
Do you know exactly what happened?
Yes, Goldilocks kicked the door open, and then she broke the chair. After that, she ate the porridge and went to sleep in the bear's house.
Why do you think Goldilocks is guilty?
Because she damaged the bear's door, broke baby bear's chair, ate baby bear's porridge, went to sleep in baby bear's bed, and damaged the garden.
Okay. Do you have an alibi?
Yes, I was with my baby cousin, Jeffrey, and my Uncle Stan.
Seems a little stutter there. And what was your name again?
Panda Bear.
Okay. Why, if you were a panda bear, then why would you be looking for honey in a tree?
Because pandas like honey and bamboo.
That's
The prosecution witness may now be seated, and the prosecution may now call their second witness to the stand.
Prosecution now sends Papa Bear Grizzly to the stand. Do you swear to tell the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth?
Yes.
You may be seated.
Witness, please read your opening statement.
Hello, my name is Papa Bear Grizzly, and I'm here on behalf of Papa Bear. I think Goldilocks is guilty because we came home from our walk, the door was wide open, and the police were at the scene. Also, when I was talking to the police, I saw Goldilocks running out of the back door. She also had crazy hair from sleeping on the bed and porridge on her face. Also, she had a garbage bag full of stuff from our house. When I finished talking to the police, I remembered that before we went for our walk, Mama Bear had cleaned the floor and made it spotless. But when I went into the house, instead of a clean floor, the floor had footprints all over it. Whenever I was checking the outside of the house, I saw where the grass was pulled out of the ground. That meant that Goldilocks must have tripped when she was running out the back door.
Prosecution, you may question your witness.
Where were you when this happened?
When all of this happened, I was on a walk with my family. We were waiting for our porridge to cool down while we were at Bear Creek Falls. Whenever we got back, we were going to eat breakfast. Instead, when we came back, the police were there and the door was wide open.
Why do you think Goldilocks broke into your house?
I think Goldilocks broke into our house because whenever I came home, all of the porridge was gone from Baby Bear's bowl. She also was here because our son's chair was smashed into pieces. Also, all of the beds were not made up. Instead, it looked like someone was laying in them.
How did you feel when you found out your house had been broken into and robbed?
Whenever I found out my house had been broken into, I felt nervous because I didn't know what they did or took. I was also scared because no one had ever done this, and I did not want it to happen again when my family is there. I was also very mad. I don't think my family deserves this to happen to them. They have always been good people.
How did your house look before and after she was there?
Before we went for our walk, Mama Bear had cleaned the floor till it squeaked. The cabinets, floor, ceiling, fan, and the table were all spotless. Whenever we came back, it was the total opposite. Everything was messed up. The floors were covered with wood and dirt. The table even had crumbs all over it.
How do you and Panda Bear know each other?
I know Panda Bear because we went to college together at the University of Bears. At the university, we were good friends. We could really trust each other. We were dorm mates and studied together.
How would you feel if Goldilocks was behind bars one day?
If Goldilocks was behind bars one day, I would feel great. I honestly think she deserves it. I mean, she broke into our house. That is illegal and not right. Goldilocks should be put behind bars as soon as possible.
Defense, you may now question the prosecution witness.
Do you have something against Goldilocks?
The only thing I have against her is that she broke into our house.
Have you been involved in a case before?
No.
Has the Bear family ever been involved in a case before?
No, they have always been very good people.
Okay, did you see any of our witnesses?
No.
Describe what the house looked like.
Before it happened?
Yes.
It was clean, like I said. Mama Bear had cleaned the floors and made everything totally spotless, and it was all clean. And when we came back, it was messed up.
Witness, you may be seated. The defense now calls the first witness to stand.
The defense now calls Aurora Rose to the stand. Do you swear to tell the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth?
Yes.
You may be seated.
Witness, please read your opening statement.
My name's Aurora Rose. I'm Goldie's best friend. And let me tell you something. My Goldie would never, ever do something like this on purpose. I'll tell you what happened. Goldie was spending the night at my house since we're BFFs and all, and we were outside playing hide and seek. Then Biggie came along and tried to make friends, but we didn't know it and we ran away. In the woods, Goldie and I got separated. I found a house that looked exactly like my house. I didn't know it, but Biggie followed me. I walked in and went into the living room. Then Biggie tripped over the table leg and knocked over the smallest bowl of porridge. The table shook and startled me. I jumped back and fell on the chair. We cleaned up the porridge and tried to clean up the chair, but we couldn't. Then we went upstairs and heard the door slam. I jumped out the window and Biggie followed me. Last time I saw Goldie before I ran away, I looked in the window and saw her fainting. We then found my house and Goldie came back to the house about 30 minutes later.
Defense, you may question your witness.
Who was at the scene of the crime?
I was there because I thought it was my house. Biggie was there because he followed me. Goldie was there the same reason as me. And the Bears were there because they lived there.
Did you purposely knock over the chair?
No, I didn't. Biggie scared me, and I had jumped back and knocked over the chair. And there was stuff all over the floor.
How did you get away from the house without the bears noticing you?
I can't say I'm not sneaky, and I don't know why I waited on Biggie in the backyard. I guess the bears don't pay too much attention to detail either. I almost ran straight into Papa Bear.
Why did you go upstairs?
I went upstairs because I thought that my parents might have been sleeping or something. I thought it was odd that they weren't in the house after I didn't see them upstairs, so I jumped out the window. Another reason I jumped out the window is because I heard the door open.
Did you know where Goldilocks went?
No, because we were separated in the woods. I was so scared because I didn't know the way home. That's why I was so excited when I found the bear's home, because I thought it was mine.
Where did you run after you escaped out the window?
I waited for Biggie, then tried to find my way home. At first, I was lost, but then Biggie showed me the way. I was so glad to be home. I swear I told my parents everything.
I have no further questions.
Prosecution, you may now question the defense witness.
Why are you on Goldilocks' side?
Because I'm her best friend, and I know what happened.
How can you prove her innocence?
Because when I jumped out the window broke, and I have blood on my arm still there from the window.
Have you encountered her before?
Yes, I was. I go to school with her.
Do you know her?
Yes, she's my best friend.
When do you usually see her?
Usually on weekdays at school.
Witness, you may be seated. The defense now calls their second witness to the stand.
The defense now calls Biggie Wolf to the stand. Do you swear to tell the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth?
Yes.
You may be seated.
Witness, please read your opening statement.
Hi, I'm Biggie Wolf, and look, I was just trying to make some friends. I was running after Goldilocks and Aurora thought that she was going into her house. She thought that her mom had made porridge. After that, I tripped and knocked the porridge over, but we cleaned it up. That gave the effect that someone had eaten it. When the table fell, that scared Aurora, and she fell and broke the chair. Next, we went upstairs, and Aurora jumped out of the window. Finally, Goldilocks came up the stairs and saw me. She fainted when she saw me. Then the bears came in and saw Goldilocks in the bed. Goldilocks got scared when she saw the bears and jumped out of the window and ran. That was the last time I saw Goldilocks and Aurora until the next week.
Defense, you may question your witness.
Was there any other witnesses that you know of?
No, there were no other witnesses besides Aurora that I know of. I was just running after Aurora inside the house. I did not see anyone else. The only other people there were the bears and Aurora.
Okay. Whose house did you go into?
What we thought was Aurora's house was actually the bear's house. We went in and there were no pictures or personal information. We had no idea it was their house. Goldilocks had no idea either. She is wrongfully accused.
Did you see any force of entry?
We did not use force of entry. The door was wide open. Aurora and I just walked in. There was no force needed.
Why did you chase Aurora and not Goldie?
I chased Aurora because I did not see where Goldilocks went. She ran into the woods.
Do you know why Goldilocks passed out?
Goldilocks passed out because she saw me. She looked out the window and saw me. I don't know why people are so scared of me. Am I ugly? It might be because I'm a wolf.
I have no further questions.
Prosecution, you may question the defense witness.
Can you provide us with an alibi?
I was just running after Aurora trying to make friends.
What clothes did you wear?
I was wearing the exact same thing that I'm wearing right now.
Would you be okay if we did DNA samples on you?
Yes, we have DNA as our evidence.
Do you know Goldilocks in any way?
Yes, I am friends with her father.
Would you mind telling us everything you know about Goldilocks?
She would never do anything like this, and her and Aurora are best friends.
Do you know if Goldilocks has done anything like this before?
She hasn't done anything like this, and she won't ever again.
Witness, you may be seated. The defense now calls the third witness to the stand.
The defense now calls their third witness, Goldilocks O'Hare, to the stand. Do you swear to tell the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth?
Yes.
You may be seated.
Witness, please read your opening statement.
My name is Goldilocks O'Hare. I'm 6. I was accused of breaking into the bear's house, but that's not true. Here's the real story. I was having a sleepover at my friend Aurora's house. We were playing hide and go seek when we saw a wolf boy. We were scared. We ran. At one point, we got separated in the forest. My friend went into a house she thought was hers. And then that wolf boy tripped over the table and Baby Bear's porridge fell off. That startled Aurora, and she tripped over Baby Bear's chair. They tried to fix it, but they couldn't. But they did clean up the porridge. They put the bowl on the table. Later, they went upstairs and heard the door open. So Aurora jumped out the window, and the wolf boy jumped out after her. I went upstairs and saw them out the window and fainted onto Baby Bear's bed. When the bears got home, they saw the broken chair and the porridge was gone out of Baby Bear's bowl. When they went upstairs, they saw me on the bed and they pieced all the clues to me. Then I woke up. They startled me. And I jumped out of the already broken window. About 30 minutes later, I found Aurora's house. They had the same house plans. I went inside and our sleepover continued. This has been Goldilocks O'Hare.
Defense, you may question your witness.
Did you break anything? Did you break the porridge or the porridge bowl? Eat all the porridge or break the chair?
No, I didn't.
Is there any other witnesses that you know of?
No, there weren't. At least I didn't see anyone else. There was a bird and a squirrel. Does that count?
No. So, did you know exactly at the time that it was Aurora's house?
No. Well, I thought it was.
Like I asked Biggie, did you see any force of entry when you went in?
No, I didn't. I mean, I thought that it was Aurora's house, so I just went in there.
Okay. I have no further questions.
Prosecution, you may now question the defense witness. The prosecution, you may now question the defense witness.
Inside your room, we found this bear that very closely resembles Papa Bear, and an axe sticking in its neck. Can you please explain this?
I did not do that, and I don't know what you're talking about.
All right. Can you also explain this letter we found underneath one of the squeaky boards in your room? It says to Soft from Goldilocks, March 12th, 1998. All we found was this.
I don't know what that is. You guys just made that up.
No, we didn't, because a few planks away from that, we also found the letter you planned to put in. It read, "Dear Soft, I'm planning to break into the bear's house tomorrow morning at 10 a.m. They will be on their walk. Wish me luck, Goldilocks."
Okay, I did not know that they were on a walk, and I was at Aurora's house for a sleepover, so that means I was over there during the nighttime and not in the morning, so I couldn't have been at the bear's house at 10 a.m.
Very well. Have your parents gone to jail?
No, never.
What are their names?
Their names are Harrison O'Hare and Marie O'Hare.
According to the...
Witness, you may be seated. Court is now adjourned for jury's deliberation.